Okay. There we go. Wait. Here we are.
Hello, how are you? Welcome back to another day for week 3. And today we are focusing on balancing. And as you notice, we have a ladder over here.
It's a wall. Pretend it's
We're
a
gonna
wall.
pretend like it's a wall in your house, because sometimes with balancing poses, although you need to feel grounded, sometimes your balance may be off. Sometimes the floor is not as steady and you need something to hold on to. So if there's any of you out there that do gymnastics and you're on a balance beam, things like that, usually you put your arms out. And in yoga, balancing is really important. Yep. So you can definitely use a chair. You can use, your wall, something that's not going to move, obviously. The side of your bed, if you're sitting, whatever will help you. So balancing poses are really good because they really help you to focus. That's the point. So I believe that for week 3, we said that week 3 is all about focusing. And so we call it in yoga your dristi, your focus, something that's not moving. And so that's really important to keep in mind when you're doing any kind of balancing poses. Usually balancing poses as part of a sun salutation is towards like the middle of a sun salutation, because you want to warm up your body. So we're just going to give you a couple of examples of some balancing poses, and the cards are going to be in your Google Classroom so that you can take a closer look, but I'll also show them to you, and Miss Tracy's going to demonstrate. So as always, we're going to start with our singing bowl to get us started and grounded.
Hold on. Do a good one.
Very nice.
How many breaths are we doing?
3 breaths.
Okay.
3 is the magic number in yoga.
Okay.
So you can put your hand on your heart and one on your stomach, or you can just listen.
Ready? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful, beautiful.
Awesome. Okay. So, current bear is protecting our singing bowl. All right. So we're going to actually start. Most balancing poses are standing. There are a couple of them that are seated as well. Okay, so you're going to first start in your mountain pose. So obviously come to a place where you are not distracted and there's not a lot of things around you in case you do fall, and that's okay. We're not perfect. You don't want to fall on anything that might hurt you. So clear your space, okay, wherever you are. I was just thinking too that if you're in your room and you're near your door, you maybe can hold onto your doorknob. That's usually something that's at your waist that you can hold on to. So, okay. Miss Tracy and I have a ladder because we're here at camp, and it's very sturdy. Okay, so we're first going to start with,
Show them sideways.
Yep. Okay, so we're going to first start with our dancer pose. So some of you are dancers. Some of you do gymnastics. So in dancer pose, that is all about grace, unity, and finesse.
Don't worry about falling out.
Don't worry about falling. So first, when you do your balancing poses, you want to find a dristi, something that's not moving. Okay, Miss Tracy's bringing her leg up. Sometimes they call this your flamingo pose. Flamingos sleep on one leg. So she has her arm out, she's spreading her fingers, she's leaning forward a little bit. Okay, and important with the standing leg that you're spreading your toes out and you're bending your knee a little bit. So, and I always find, I'm sure Miss Tracy does too, that when you're doing balancing poses, one leg is, or one side of your body is a little different than the other. So what might work for one may not work for the other. Okay, so she's reaching up. Notice her body alignment. Okay, her knees are bent. And if you want, you can, bend a little forward. You bend at your hips in dancer pose or flamingo pose. So that's the first one. Nice. The second one, a lot of you already know this, is tree pose. So we can have a fall tree with beautiful leaves, spring tree with flowers on them, or you can have a winter tree with snow. Okay, so in tree pose.
Like 3 spots that we can go to, right?
Yes.
So we can start here.
Yes, so tree pose is all about being rooted, being flexible and being stable. Always start with your drishti, something that's not moving. Okay, so there's 3 parts. You never want to actually be on your knee, okay, because your knees can cave in a little bit. So she's first starting with baby tree. We call it baby tree, okay? She's on one side. You can be on your ankle. You can be on your shin, or
Gotta use the wall.
she's using the wall,
Sometimes I
okay?
have to come down a little bit of a chair pose.
She's coming in chair pose, right? You can do that, or you can bring your foot too. And trees move in the wind, so think about it as that. Your arms can be in a namaste.
Try the other side.
She's gonna try on the other side. So
we
either your
start for our
shin,
baby.
tree. So it's like your tree's growing. She's on her shin. Some of you can
Never.
bring it up to your thigh, or you can just have it.
Some have more flexibility of doing that, and one side, like she said, is this side is a little better for me.
Right. So her arms can be a namaste. You can have your branches grow, so your branches can be up.
There we go.
Right.
That's
There
good.
she goes. So you want to just show them your branches growing when you.
Oh, all right. Here we go. We're gonna do it from here.
Yep. It's wherever you guys are comfortable, and every side is different. So her branches are growing. They might sway in the wind a little bit. So your arms are really not as important. I mean, they are important, but your legs are a little bit more important in
So
your
it
tree
takes
pose.
practice.
Right. A good place to do this is if you're in a pool and you're swimming in a pool. The water, I feel like sometimes that helps you stand up a little bit more. So I know I like to do tree pose in the pool. I don't know, and I do it on a paddleboard too.
I could do
That's
that
hard.
down at my pool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that was tree pose. Something similar to that is an airplane pose. So this is similar to dancer and tree pose. Same thing here. Okay, you're gonna find your drishti. Okay. So she's bringing one leg up, but remember to bend your knee. Okay, her arms are out. Think about your airplane wings. This is good for focusing, balancing, and flying. Of course, we're not really flying, but notice her standing leg is bent. Her knee is bent, okay? And her hips are like a T. Nice job, Miss Tracy. And she's going to
Remember to
shake out
flex
one
your
leg,
foot.
and then she's going to try the other side.
Flex your foot too.
Flex your foot. You don't want to point it because that actually might
Get
hurt.
you out of balance.
Keeps you unbalanced.
All right, I'm gonna look at the picnic table. Let's see.
Okay, she's looking at the picnic table, and she's going to reach her wings up.
This one's a little more difficult. So,
Yep. And as many tries as it takes, it might take you a couple times. One might be different than the other.
Definitely.
Right.
You get the idea.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so airplane wings. Nice job, everyone. Okay, let's try a triangle pose. So this is similar to down dog, but triangle pose is a little different because you need to balance because you're looking up. Okay, so think about your body like a triangle. So first your legs are kind of like a warrior pose, okay? One is about 45 degrees and the other one
Starting
is
warrior.
forward. But then in triangle, you're gonna unbend your knee and you're gonna bring your arms down, palms facing up, and you can either look down at your feet or you can look at the sky or you look right in front of you.
You can have a book or a block or something right here if you need.
Books are good, yep, book, whatever is
Some
near
people
you.
can go.
Right.
Here we go.
And you want to
can
make
do that.
sure it's towards the side, not a forward bend, right? It's a triangle pose. And then whenever she's going to come up on her hips, so you can come on up. And then every time you do one side, you're going to do the other. So she's going to do triangle on the other side, okay? So first, you're going to start in like a warrior, I always say, and then unbend your front knee. Bring your arms down and either look up, forward, or down. Yep. So she's in a triangle pose. So actually you're making 3 triangles. You've got a triangle with your arms, a triangle with your legs, and then your whole body can look like a triangle. Awesome. Okay, we have one more pose that we are gonna do, and this is a seated balancing pose. And this one is a boat pose. This is really good for your abs, your stomach. I know it is not an easy pose
No,
for
this is
me.
not.
Okay, some people do this as part of sit-ups, right? Sometimes if you're in gym class, people hold onto your feet and you have to come up, but this is a little different.
You can start right here, and if you want to just lift one leg up,
Yep,
lift another leg up. And if you really need to, you can support yourself here to start with and bring it up.
yep. So there's many different
You can
levels
hold
to
your
this
legs.
pose. You
This
can hold
is
your legs.
This is me. Some
Doing
people
good,
can
Miss
go-
Tracy.
You can use a strap, which we don't have, but if you really want to get into it, you can bring it right up. But I'm using my hands,
Nice job.
but eventually, that's what I want to do, go out.
Nice job. Or you can have one part of your body lay on like the wall and
Yep.
your legs just come up. Okay, so you're in boat pose, right? So think about a boat like rowing your boat. And this is good for stability, being strong, and keeping balance.
This is a big
Floating
focus.
on the water. You can, right, exactly. So you can even start out by, I'll show you on the back of the card, you're kind of leaning back, right? You can sit up and hug your knees first and try a couple times, right? The magic number is 3. So those are some different variations. That's what we call it in yoga, okay? So those are some balance poses. So we hope that your day feels very balanced, right? Sometimes you have your monkey mind and you don't feel balanced, right? But you can always restart, recharge, and start all over again. So thank you guys for trying, and we say
Namaste.
namaste. Thanks, everyone.